Episode 6, The People of Givon.
Hi everyone, I'm Rabbi Sam and welcome back to Children's Learning in the Shul. Do you remember what happened last time? The Jewish people are in the land of Israel and they're beginning to chase away the bad people. And the people in Givon said, we're going to do a trick. And so what they did was they put on old clothes and old shoes, and they got bread that they left out in the sun, so it was really stale and dry and like hard like a rock. And they made dust and sand all over them, like they'd been going for a long, long journey. And they were actually just around the corner. And then they came to see Yehoshua and the Jewish people. And they said, hi, we are people from far away. It was really tricky. We're people from far away. Look how far we came from. And we heard about the Jewish people and we want to be your friends. And Yehoshua looked at these guys and he said, well, their clothes are really old and their shoes are broken from walking and their bread is so dry. And they said, yeah, when we left home, this bread was brand new and fresh. And we've been going so long, that's why it's hard as rock. Do you remember? It's actually because they left it out in the sun. And they said, we've come so far because we're not from the land of Israel. We're from far away, but we heard about you and we want to be your friends. So Yehoshua said, yeah, that's great. If you're not from here and you're not the bad people, of course you can be our friends. And they said, excellent. Will you promise us by Hashem? Will you say, I promise you by Hashem that I'll be friends with you? So Yehoshua said, yeah, I mean, you're telling me the truth about everything. You came from far away and you want to be our friends. I promise you by Hashem that we will be friends and we won't hurt you and we'll protect each other. And then they said, great, because we tricked you. We are actually from just around the corner and we just put on old clothes and everything. But now you have to keep your promise because you promised by Hashem. So what do you think Yehoshua should do? On the one hand, he really did promise by Hashem. On the other hand, they did trick him and he only promised them because he thought that they were from far away. What do you say? Well, what Yehoshua said was, even though they did trick me, I did promise by Hashem. And I don't want anyone to say, well, even if they promise by Hashem, they don't keep the promise. I will always keep a promise that I promised by Hashem, even if somebody tricked me, because if I promise by Hashem, I will keep that forever. And so he said to them, fine, but you have to promise me no more idols, no praying to idols, only to Hashem. And they said, fine. And he said, you also have to promise that because Hashem said the Jewish people are going to be in charge of the land of Israel, that you can't fight with us and things like that. And they said, yes, we promise. So he said, okay, fine. Then you must help us when we need help. And they said, yes. So he said, okay, then I will keep my promise. You can stay and it's absolutely fine. But it wasn't good of you to trick me like that, because actually, if you wanted to be good, you could have stayed in Israel anyway. And they said, oh, we didn't realize. Anyway, in the meantime, some of the other bad kings from those people in Israel, from other people around, 5 kings got together, and they got 5 big armies, and they said, we heard that the people in Givon, the tricky people, made peace with the Jewish people. Let's go and fight with them. And so they took those 5 big armies and they went all the way up to the city of Givon and they got ready to fight against them. And the people of Givon quickly sent a message to Yehoshua and they said, Yehoshua, please come help us. You promised that you would help us when we needed. So do you know what Yehoshua did? I'll tell you next time. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please share it with your friends, click like and subscribe, and watch more videos. Let's teach Torah to the whole world.